and on Tuesday. So I have finished talking about example 2. Is it? Oh, actually, I finished talking about part A of example 2, and then I just talked about the part B of example 2. Okay, and today let us start with instant rule number 2 together. Let us do it together. And for this chapter, so what's new on this chapter is actually the concept of angle of elevation and angle of depression. Okay, and there's one more concept. Okay, that I will teach you in the second lesson. Actually, after the instant rule number 2. Okay, but these two concepts about the angles of elevation, depression, and then the second one will be about the bearing. That's the directions, okay? And just help you to understand the equation. It does not help you to set up equations, okay? It does not help you to solve the equations. You need to set up the equation using the techniques you have learned in chapter 9, okay? Chapter 9 and chapter 10 is actually one big topic, okay? So you still need to remember the 4 formulas you have learned in chapter 9. So that is the sine formula, cosine formula, and an area formula, and Heron's formula. Okay? This so-called application problems. Okay? All you need to do is to identify the geometric diagram. Okay, so that is just focus on the lines and angles. Okay? There may be some buildings, there may be some drawings on the diagram, but you need to understand, you need to just focus on those important lines or important angles or important lanes. You understand what I mean here? Okay? And then you need to identify what or which angle or which line you are going to find. And then identify which triangle does it belong to. And then just choose the correct formula to set up the equation and then solve the equation. Okay? So let's do the instant rule number 2 together now. In the figure, PT is a vertical tower. PT is vertical. So that is just up and down, up to down. Okay? And it's perpendicular to the ground. So the angle between the vertical TP and the horizontal ground is equal to 90 degrees. APB is a straight line on horizontal ground. So just remember that vertical and horizontal will be always perpendicular to each other. Maybe you highlight these 2 keywords, vertical and horizontal. Okay? These 2 will be perpendicular to each other. Okay? And then AB is equal to 60 meters. The angles of depression of A and B from T are 37 degrees and 56 degrees respectively. From T, so that is standing at T, looking at A. Standing at T, looking at A. A is lower, right? So it will be an angle of depression. We're looking down, turned downwards. The angle you have turned down will be the angle of depression. In this case, it is 37 degrees. And then the second part of the same sentence, the angle of depression of B, and also from T, okay, is 56 degrees. Standing at T, looking at B. So you are standing at T, this time looking at B. Again, B is lower than T. You need to turn your head downwards. And the angle you have turned downwards will be the angle of depression. Okay? And this case, it's 56 degrees. Okay, do you understand the question? Okay, and then understand the situations. Part A, find the distance between A and T. So that is to find the length of AT. Okay, and so I need to find the length of AT, and I need to ask a question. What question am I going to ask? Yeah, it's not formula yet. It should be which triangle does AT belong to? Okay, how many triangles does AT belong to in this diagram? 2, and they are triangle ATP or triangle ATB. Okay, which triangle has more information for us to set up equation? AT boy or boy, okay, AT boy, yes, because we have A boy in 60 meters. Okay, but do we have any more information about AT boy? Sorry, ATP, yes. Should be 90 degrees minus 37 degrees, right? Okay, this part is this is right angle, 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees minus 37 degrees, right? And this one will be 90 degrees minus 56 degrees. Okay, but I'm not going to find this angle. I am not going to find this angle. Instead, I'm going to find this angle. Can you tell me what is the size of this angle? 37 degrees. What is the reason? Yes, good, very good. Alternate angles of these parallel lines. Because both lines are horizontal lines and they are parallel to each other. So this angle should be equal to 37 degrees. And which other angle can I find immediately? This one should be 56 degrees, right? Okay. So in triangle ATB, AT boy, I have 60 meters. I have 37 degrees. I have 56 degrees. I have 3 informations. So I have sufficient information to find everything else. Okay? So let us start with this. Part A. Let me do it here. Part A. So angle TA boy is equal to 37 degrees, right? This is alternate angles. And in this chapter, you do not need to write down the reasons, okay? And then angle T boy A is equal to 56 degrees for the same reason, alternate angles, okay? And when we have found these 2 angles, let me draw it here. This is 37 degrees. And then this one is 56 degrees. Then we can actually find the third angle, okay? The third angle is angle ATB. So angle ATB is equal to 180 degrees minus 37 degrees minus 56 degrees. And this is angle sum of triangle. And can you help me? It's 180 minus 37 minus 56. Is it 87? It's 87 degrees. Okay, let us do the preparation step here. So this is 87 degrees. The question asks us to find the length or the distance between point A and point T. Okay. Now we have 4 informations. Should I use sine formula or cosine formula to find AT? Sine formula, yes, because we have one pair of known corresponding length and angles, right? And then we are ready to find the other pair. Okay, so which pair? Should be this one and this one. Okay, so I'm going to find the length of AT. So I put AT on the top left corner and then divided by sine 56 degrees equals the other pair 60 divided by sine 87 degrees. Okay, then AT is calculated by 60 over sine 87 degrees times sine 56 degrees. And then calculator. you working? Should be 49 point something, right? Okay. As this is not the last part of the question, so we may need this number in the further part, in the future parts. So I need to save this number to memory A in the calculator. Okay, but this is the answer of part A. Therefore, I need to correct this to 3SF. So it should be 49.8 meters. Okay, so that is the answer of part A. And this is memory A. Okay, and then part B. The question asks us to find the height of the tower. The height of the tower is actually TP, right? TP. That is very easy. Why is it easy? TP belongs to which triangle? I think both. Okay. So which triangle has more information for us to set up equation? PT. Boy. We have three triangles, but the TP belongs to either two or three. The big one. Okay, I don't see TP belongs to the big one because TP is not a length of triangle TAB. Okay, so I won't count this to be one of the triangle TP belongs to. You understand? Okay, so when I count which triangle, when I ask which triangle of this angle or this line belongs to, then it must be a side or an angle of that triangle. Okay, so yes, TP belongs to TPA or TPB, but which triangle has more information? TPA, because we have found the length of TA in part A, right? Okay, and we do not have TB, we do not have PB, we do not have AP, right? Okay, so we need to use triangle AP, TAP. What formula should I use? Let me copy this diagram again. So which formula should I use to find TP? This is first 7 degrees, and then we have this memory A, okay, to be TA, and then I have 90 degrees here, and I want to find TP. This is a right angle triangle, so we do not need to use sine formula or cosine formula, in fact. Okay, I just need to use sine theta, cosine theta, or tangent theta. Do you want to use this? No. Do you want to use anything? No. Okay. You may use sine formula to do this, or just use sine theta to do this. Because the question mark, according to this 37 degrees, the question mark is the opposite side, right? And then the memory A is the hypotenuse, OPP over HYP. Okay, so that should be sine theta. So we have sine 37 degrees. So let me write down this in triangle. In triangle TPA. Sine 37 degrees is equal to TP over TA. Okay, and then TA is the memory A. So I just multiply TA to the left-hand side. Okay, and then TP will be equal to memory A times sine 37 degrees. That should be 29.97 something. Okay, and this is the last part, so we do not need to save to memory. Okay, but this is the final answer. So we will correct this to 3SF. Should be 30.0 meters. Okay, therefore the height is 30.0 meters. And this number is correct to 3 significant figures. Look at this. Write this down? No. So only if you can produce this again. Come on, let's write this down. Okay. I need you to go back a few pages to the review exercise question number 2. Review exercise question number 2. Okay, because I would like to talk about this concept first. About bearing. This is on page 10.5. Let's go back to this question. Question number 2. This is the second type of question that I would like to teach you for this chapter, and this is actually the last type I will teach you in this chapter. Okay, so this is about the bearing. What we have learned about angle of elevation and angle of depression is locating something higher or lower. Okay, but in this case, it is about the direction. It is about not higher, not lower. It's about different direction. You understand what I'm talking about? For example, if I want to look at the window, okay, originally I am facing this direction. If I need to look at the window, then I need to turn my head this direction. Okay, so I need to specify, I need to describe this motion. Turn my head how many degrees to which direction, and so on. Okay, if I want to look at the door, then I need to turn my head to this direction. Okay, and I need to describe this motion. And it's not just the eye. Okay, it's turning the head. It's okay, or turning your body. You understand? Turning your eyesight 嘅視線得。好，嗱呢度咧，我哋一齊學埋咧呢個點樣？嗱呢個係有用嘅，其實得唔得？真係有用嘅。學埋咧點樣去形容呢一個即係方向，我哋叫方位角啊，中文叫方位角，得唔得？And there are 2 types， 都係咧兩種嘅啫。There are 2 types. I think you have learned this in geography in junior form. Did you learn bearing in geography? Okay, about reduced bearing or whole circle bearing. Anybody studying geography now? Only one? Oh, you are the representative now. You. Geography. Okay, let me check as data. Okay, and so so I think you are the expert. Do you agree? Okay, thank you. So we are going to describe the bearing of one point from another point again. For example, if we have one point, let me call this point A. And so what I'm talking is not referring to this question yet. Okay. I have point A and then I have point B. Okay. If I am standing at A, if I am standing at A and I want to looking at B, okay, then I need to specify the direction. So I am going to talk about this, the reduced bearing of B from A is, can you see my words? Because you are not looking. Okay, is it better? Okay, so I'm going to find the reduced bearing of B from A. Okay, but what should I do in order to find this bearing? Bearing is方位角啊，方位角. Okay. You need to yes, need the context. Okay, but if you have no context in the question, then you need to do 3 steps. First step, because you are standing at A, you put a cross at point A. Put a cross at point A like this. And this cross is pointing to the north. Pointing to the north. This is step 1. 擺個十字喺邊一個位話 So I'm going to find the reduced bearing of B from A. So I'm standing at A, looking at B. So I need to put a cross at point I am standing at. So that is point A. And then I need to join the points A and B. Join A and B with a line. Okay. Second step is like this. And then the final step is to write down the solution. Write down the answer. And can you tell me which direction is east direction in this diagram? If this is north, can you tell me which left or right is the east direction? Right. Correct. Okay. And this one is west. And this one will be south. So everybody knows this, right? Okay, good. And can you tell me what is the approximate direction of B from A? Okay, I'm standing at A. Okay, and then I'm looking towards B. What is the approximate direction? It's northwest, northeast, southwest, or southeast. So only 4 options. Okay, should be northeast. And get this. So let's write this down first. It should be north east. Just write down the approximate direction first. Okay, it is northeast. But this is approximate only. I need the precise direction. Okay, I need to find what angle does it deviate from the north. Okay, it's always thick. The angle is always sticking to the north direction. That is this angle. This angle. For example, if this is 60 degrees, in this case, if this is 60 degrees, then the precise bearing will be just north 60 degrees east. Okay, let me do it here. North 60 degrees east. Okay, northeast is the approximate direction. And then this angle, okay, there is an angle built between the north and east. Okay, and then this angle is always thick. The angle is sticking with this line, the north line. You get this? Okay, and then how about this one? If I ask you to find the reduced bearing of A from B, is what? If I want to find the reduced bearing of A from B, I'm standing at B. and I'm looking at A. So when I stand at B this time, I have to put a cross at point B, like this. Pointing to the north and east. Okay, and this north. And the second step is to join the 2 points, but it is already joined. Okay, and then first step, the third step, will be approximate direction of A from B. So what is the approximate direction of A when you are standing at B? Can you tell me? Southeast or southwest? Southwest. Can you get this? Okay. The approximate direction of A and from B will be southwest. So it must be, I mean, the answer must be south something west. South something west. Okay. But which angle should I fill in this place? The angle should always be sticking with this line, the south line. Okay, so that should be this line, right? So the required angle will be this one. This one. Okay, but what is the size of this angle in this diagram? It will be exactly equal to 60 degrees because all the north-south directions must be parallel to each other. Okay, you understand this? All the north-south direction must be parallel to each other. So this angle and this angle should be equal to each other because of the alternate angles. Okay, so this angle is also equal to 60 degrees. 60 degrees. And the required reduced bearing should be south, 60 degrees west. Okay, like this. Can you get this? Thumbs up, you know. Okay, but I need to teach you another format of the bearing. Okay, just the last one. Another format. The question asks you to find the whole circle bearing. The whole circle bearing of B from A. Whole circle bearing. Again, I am standing at A and looking at B. Then I need to put a cross at point A for the first step. For the second step, I need to join AB. It's already joined. Okay? And third step is to find the answer. Okay? This time, if this whole circle bearing, it is always having 1, 2, 3 numbers. Just an angle. Just an angle. The angle is always, okay, this is the angle of rotation, turning angle. Okay? You always start turning from the north direction. You always turn in the direction of clockwise direction. That's like this. Okay? Until your line is coincide with the line joining the 2 points. In this case, the angle you have turned will be 60 degrees, right? This is just 60 degrees. But I need 3 numbers. If it's just 60, then I need to put a 100 digit. That is 060. Okay, for the answers. So that should be 060 degrees. Like this. Can you get this? It's always start turning from the north direction. And then always turning clockwise direction. Okay, until you have reached the line. How about the reverse one? The whole circle bearing of A from B is, let me put this here. Okay. How about the final one? The whole circle bearing of A from B. I'm standing at B this time and then looking at A. So I put a cross at point B. It's already drawn. And then second step, join A and B. It's also joined, right? Okay. And then third step is to find the turning angle. What should be the turning angle? Starting from north and then turning clockwise direction. Let me draw it here. Starting here. Okay, and then turn until here. Can you see this? Originally is here, and it is turned in a clockwise direction until you meet the line. Okay, so what is the angle you have turned? It should be 180 degrees plus 60 degrees, right? 180 plus 60, that is 240 degrees. Okay, so we have three numbers now, right? So you do not need an extra zero. Okay, so that is just 240 degrees. So that is the answer for this part. 記住一定，如果係 whole circle bearing 嘅話咧，就要有個百位，有個十位，有個個位，有個 degree 咁樣，明嘅 ？OK， 呢個係格式嚟嘅啫，係格式嚟嘅。跟住如果係 reduced bearing 嘅話咧，就一定要有一個approximate direction 先嘅，即係東北、東南、西北、西南。不過咧，要準確咁講嘅話咧，就係幾多度咁樣。You get this? Can you now do the question number 2? Here. Can you draw the diagram also? So x and y are 2 points on the map. If the bearing of x from y is south 54 degrees east, can you draw the diagram when you read the question up to this sentence? So there are 2 points, point x and point y. And then when you are standing at y, the point x is in the approximate direction of southeast of point y. Can you draw the diagram? You try. I think it is actually much more important to draw the diagram than to calculate the answer. Yes. Okay. This is north and this is south. East is to the right, your right. Okay, and then your left is west. Okay, give me that. 我唔想喺度作啲派嘅口號俾你哋記啦。OK 得唔得？你哋自己記咗得唔得？ Draw a diagram.
What is the next step?
What's the next step? Draw a diagram. Which one is? This one is Y. This one is X. The relative position is correct, but be careful. Remember, this angle is always sticking with the direction before. Yes, good, correct. No, wrong. Okay. Oh, okay. So X and Y are 2 points on the map. Bearing of X from Y. So I'm standing at Y. So let us draw the point Y first. Point Y is here. This is Y. Okay. Yes. And then looking at X. So X is in the approximate direction of southeast of point Y. This is point Y. Let me draw the cross on point Y first. This is the cross. Okay, pointing north.我想問下，咁而家 X 喺 Y 嘅 south 唔係四條 east 嘅話咧，咁 X 應該係喺左上、右上、左下、右下呢一格。Okay, right, bottom right. Yes, because this is east, this is south, right? And then X is in the approximately southeast direction. So X should be on this in this box. Can you get this? Okay. So we just draw a point X approximately here. Okay, this is the point, and then this point X. And let us join them with a line first. This is X. Okay. And then can you tell me which angle is the 54 degrees? Is the upper one or the lower one? The left one. Upper one or lower one? Lower one. Okay? Because I said that this angle is always sticking with this direction. The angle sticking to the south direction. Okay? So that should be the angle between the south direction and this line. Okay? This one. So that's angle XY south. This one is 54 degrees. What? This is the reduced bearing, right? Reduced bearing. Can you draw the correct diagram now? It's okay. And question asks you find the bearing of Y from X. I need to draw the diagram from the given information first. And then the second step is to find the answer. So find the bearing of Y from X. And in this case, I am standing at point X. So I just put a cross at point X, the red one. And then join the 2 points, X and Y. It's already joined, right? And I need to find the bearing. So what is the approximate direction of Y from X? What is the approximate direction of Y when you're standing at X? Okay? Point Y is on the top left box, right? top left box means which directions? North and west. Okay, so the answer must be north something west. Can you get this? Okay, the answer should be north something west. But how many degrees west? Which angle should I find? This angle should be sticking with the direction north direction. Okay, so this line is here, and then the north direction is here. So the angle between this line and the north direction should be this angle. And that will be exactly equal to 54 degrees because these two lines are parallel to each other, right? Okay, so the required angle should be this one. And this one will be exactly 54 degrees. So it should be just 54 degrees. North 54 degrees west. Okay? Can you follow? You know? Stupid. No. Okay. Ria, do you understand? Really? Can I trust you? Maybe. Okay, so I will give you a test later. Can I go to example? Let's go back to the examples. Example 3. Again, so those bearings is just for you to understand the question. Okay, it did not help you to set the equation or to solve the equations. Okay, so let's read a question in example 3. In the figure, the bearings of gear X and ship Y from a lighthouse H 015 degrees and 115 degrees respectively. Oh no, what are they? Yeah, so they are also bearing. It's always starting from which direction? North direction. It's always turning in which direction? Clockwise direction. Okay. So from H, you are standing at H, and then looking at X. Standing at H, looking at X. So it is 15 degrees, right? 015 degrees. So this start turning from north, and then turning clockwise direction to this line will be 15 degrees. OK， 即係話咧，記住啊，因為咧而家 DSE 咧係好衰嘅，知唔知點衰啊？佢唔俾幅圖嚟嘅，佢淨係喺度講落去。OK， 呢本書裏面嘅 exercise 大部分咧都係俾埋幅圖嚟嘅，但係近呢幾年嘅 DSE 咧呢一種題目咧，佢都係冇俾個圖嚟嘅。So you really need to understand how to draw the diagram yourselves. If you can draw the correct diagram, then the question is not really so difficult because just applying those formulas. Okay, but I think the difficulty will be drawing the diagram correctly. Okay, so and then the other variable is from H to Y. Okay, it should be 115 degrees. So standing at H, starting from north, turning to point Y is 115 degrees. Okay. The bearing of Y from X is 145 degrees. Standing at X, looking at Y. Standing at X, looking at Y is 145 degrees. I guess distance between X and Y is 30 km. And part A, find the bearing of X from Y. Okay. 好啦，睇住我。嗱，開始難㗎啦。And I want to find the bearing of H from Y, which means that I need to stand at Y. Let us draw a cross on point Y first. Are you working? So let us draw a cross at point Y. And then, because the question asks us to find bearing of H from Y, let's join H and Y. But it is already joined. Okay? And then, which angle are we going to find? The question did not tell you whether it is whole circle bearing or reduced bearing, then which one should you whole circle bearing? Why? Yes, good, correct. Because the given bearing are all whole circle bearing, then your answer should be following the same standard, same format. Okay. So which angle are you going to find? Which angle will be the whole circle bearing angle? In this diagram, it's always start rotating from north direction. It's clockwise until you meet the line here. Okay, this is HY, right? So this is a fixed angle. Starting from this until this. Can you get this? This is the required angle. 有冇同學跟唔到呢度？依家係呢揾呢一度，得唔得？永遠都係由向北呢個方向開始 rotate 嘅，之後永遠都係順時針咁 rotate， 直至到我哋啱啱 join 咗呢條線嘅。但係我哋當然仍然係需要揾嘢講啦。我哋有啲咩資料咧 ？Can you see the 115 degrees? 115 degrees. Okay, it's also, I think the 115 degrees is the angle between HY and north direction. And this 115 degrees and this red angle. Let me draw the red angle. This red angle. Can you see that? The sum of the 115 degrees and the red angle is equal to 180 degrees. Because the north-south direction and this north-south direction should be parallel to each other. Okay? At this time, I'm going to use the interior angle of parallel lines. Okay? Remember this? The C shape. C shape, and this angle and that angle, the sum of them is 180 degrees. Okay? And in this case, it should be the 115 degrees and the red angle. Because this and this are parallel. Okay? So, 嗱，有陣時咧呢種題目咧好難去到表達出嚟嘅，我哋唔好介意咧咁樣做。Let small letter A be this angle, and then the blue angle is small letter B. Okay, because when we are going to do the calculation, we need some variables here. Okay, so in part A, A plus 115 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So A should be equal to 65 degrees. Can you get this? And then how to find B when I have found A? A plus B should be equal to how many? Yes, 360 degrees. Okay, because of angles at the point, right? So B plus 65 degrees is equal to 360 degrees, angles at the point. So B should be equal to, can you help me? It's 295 degrees, am I correct? B is this angle. And I need to find the whole circle bearing. Okay, so I need 3 digits. And there are already 3 digits. So this would be the answer. Just write down the conclusion. Therefore, the bearing of H from Y is 295 degrees. That is the answer. Okay? And then part B. Find the distance between Y and H. So that is to find the length of YH. Okay? Normally, when it comes to find the length, we need to use triangles. Okay? I want to find YH. Then YH belongs to triangle YXH, right? And what do we have? So let me copy this first. Let's wait. In triangle YXH, I have 30 km. Okay, one length. We have any angles here. In fact, we have every angle because this angle XHY should be equal to 115 degrees minus 15 degrees, right? 嗱，記住喎，我哋而家咧將啲 focus 咧就要去睇翻呢個三角形裏面嘅角度。OK， 唔係115，唔係15，係 XHY， 係咪就係115減15啊 ？Get this? This angle XHY should be 100 degrees. Okay, and then how about this one? So this one is 15 degrees, right? This one is 15 degrees. Alternate angles. And this part, this part will be 180 minus 145 degrees. That should be 35 degrees. This one should be 35 degrees. Adjacent angles on straight line. So I have this angle to be 50 degrees. Okay, I have this 130 km. I have this angle, and I want to find the length of HY. Which formula can I use? Can you see that we already have sufficient information now? Okay, so, but we need to write down the information here. HY over sine, this should be 15 degrees plus 35 degrees, is equal to 30 over sine, it should be 115 degrees minus 15 degrees. Okay, so HY over sine 50 degrees is equal to 30 over sine 100 degrees. And HY should be calculated by this. So HY is equal to how many? 23.33. Okay, and as this will be the final answer, so I need to correct to free SF. 23.3, and the unit should be equal to, yes, km. Okay, and this is correct to 3 significant figures. Can you follow? Okay, do you want to take a break?
Yes, no,
I don't know. So it's not planned. I promise. I swear. Okay, just want to tell you a good news. Tomorrow, for the second lesson, I'm not here. For the first lesson, I'm here. Okay, and then for the second lesson, so I'm going to go to do some other duties, and I am going to give you an exercise that will be collected at the end of the second lesson. Just one or two simple exercises. I'm going to bring some Form 3 level, okay, this type of bearing. Okay, it's okay. Just a few. Okay, stand up. Bye, class.